back to another video. I'm World War Doofus, and in today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of a shakedown on my M81 slash multicam tactical kit. Okay, so in this video I'll be going over plate carrier setup, helmet setup, battle belt setup, camis, and shoes, and all of the little bits and pieces that make up the kit. So first we're going to start off with camouflage, get that out of the way. We'll be listing every single name and brand, if you want to go check them out, of what this stuff is. Okay, first up we have a Flash Force Industries M81 combat shirt. Take a look at the patches I have on this arm. In here I store toothbrush and toothpaste, because why not? And in this I store a tourniquet with a fun little patch. Again, this is Flash Force Industries. Of course, to complement the shirt, we have the pants. These are also an M81 from Flash Force Industries. Okay, next up, we'll start off with the footwear. Now, personally, I like to run Merrells because they are comfortable, they're waterproof, and they offer support. And the tread is okay. You know, it's not as aggressive as I'd like it to be, but it does its job pretty good. And overall, they're just comfortable to wear. I do plan on getting some Coyote Brown boots that go over the ankles, so I have ankle support, but other than that, these are my go-tos. Okay, next up, we'll go over the battle belt. Now, this is my battle belt. Hold on. This is my battle belt setup. Now, is it a full battle belt? Probably not, but it's leaning more towards battle belt than gun belt. In here, I have an inner belt, which it did come with a padded inner belt, but I took that off and used a Velcro inner belt from Condor. This is also a Condor battle belt. Now, the reason I have a inner belt to go along with that is A, so it can hold up my pants, and B, so that way this stays in place when I'm running and offers a little bit of a more rigid attachment point, whatever, so it stays on my body. Okay, I have a little hook from Amazon that holds my gloves. These are Wells Lamont gloves. These are great. They're thin, they're, you know, rugged, they protect your fingers. You know, I've been shot in the knuckles and I haven't, you know, broken skin yet. It's been great. I have a Defense Mechanisms 30 Chem-Lite card holder for when you're clearing buildings and stuff. Over here, starting off with pouches, I have a double pistol pouch from S-Tac. I have an elastic double AR pouch from Crytek. Next, this is a dump pouch, this little pouch between the AR pouch and the medic pouch. This is from Defense Mechanisms. They don't make this anymore. I do believe that they do make another one, but this is a very minimalistic collapsible dump pouch. Over here I have my IFAK. In here I store some gauze, some bandages, a small little rubber tourniquet, and some alcohol wipes and stuff like that. I do plan on getting real medical supplies instead of a cheap, you know, first aid kit stuff that's just been stripped down. I have a cheap gun and flower holster for Glocks with a Glock 19 from Umarex. This is an Umarex Glock, which is powered by CO2. We have the little stick mag, and in the back we have CO2, which I have given my own little custom paint job along with the holster itself. Here we go, you can get that look. This has a Cobra buckle, and I don't know if I mentioned, this is also a Condor battle belt. Now, the reason I'll put this on, and I'll show you guys at the end of the video or throughout the video, and I'll show you why I have these pouches where they are. Okay, next up we'll move on to the helmet. Now, there's a lot of stuff on this helmet for many different reasons. Cool factor, some of it was given to me because this is not my helmet. I have added a lot of my own stuff to it, such as this pouch here, strobe light, chem light holder, X-Fog, you know, night vision, and some of the stuff. Okay, so this is a United Shield International Delta helmet. This is a level 3A, and like I said, it's a Delta helmet. It was original black, so I have spray painted it, and I put a Velcro adhesive kit on it. This, I'm not sure what brand, but this is just a flashlight for, you know, if you're clearing a building, you can flip it up like, your pro would be down, like so, and do this tactic called an umbrella tactic, which basically shines a light at the ceiling and lights up the whole entire room. I did weigh this helmet, so for those of you who are wondering, this is about 5 pounds, I believe. I have an authentic, real IR American flag patch on there, which has been tested, and it does indeed work. This is also IR as well, the flashlight. On the other side, we have this fun little patch. Okay, I have defense mechanisms, like, I guess you could say, pouch for night vision, so you can put batteries, a battery pack, or some, you know, counterweights. Currently I don't store anything in there, but I do have it on there for a strobe light and a defense mechanisms 5 chem light card holder, along with my Xfog here with this cool little patch. Okay, so let's talk about my ear pro. These are replicas of Peltor 3s. You can get them on Amazon. A lot of you might recognize this symbol. Other than that, without the symbol, these would look exactly the same as Peltors. They work great. They've been in rain, cold, snow, you know, all types of weather, and they are working great so far. Okay, let's move on to the goggles. Now the goggles I wrapped around my helmet, kind of like old style helmets where people would put Alice clips in, you know, helmet covers like Hasgets, or, you know, newer helmets like the Advanced Combat Helmet or MICHs. I kind of put this around here under my ear pro and under this Velcro right here, so I can just put it behind my night vision mount like so, to give it that kind of old look. These are like, you know, if you look at pictures from Battle of Fallujah, these are the goggles that they would have worn. These aren't from that era, but they are definitely that era styled, and they look amazing. Now I put a black tint lens in there, along with some holes in the top for my Xfog, because I have run the Xfog through the bottom and out through the helmet, and it comes just under here. Okay, now the shroud night vision mount, I'm not sure, but the night vision is not real. These are just replicas. But if I did have, you know, 8 grand, I'd probably get myself some Cherry 31s. That's what these are. Okay, I have defense mechanisms little patch right here, because why not? Now the harness, I'm not sure. I believe this is a Team Wendy knockoff, but that is my helmet setup. Okay, now let's move on to the plate carrier that I have. And pull up my little book because there's a lot of stuff on here. Okay, so this is my plate carrier. It's in multicam because multicam plate carriers with M81 camis look totally badass. This is a Defense Mechanisms MEPC, which originally I did have a slick back, but I switched it out with a recondite and a Molly back panel from Defense Mechanisms. Okay, on the top, or the placard right here, this is a Defense Mechanisms placard. We have a placard wrap, which I believe they don't make anymore. They do make a placard wrap, but it has Molly, and mine does not have Molly, and I was not able to find it. So I don't know if they make it anymore, but they do make everything else that's in here. I have a triple AR mag placard right here. This holds 3 AR mags. I have a double pistol placard extension, which holds 2 pistol mags. And over here we have this little pocket, which I've put batteries and an Allen key for CO2 mags. This is called the half pocket placard extension, as you can see right here. So I have it set up here. When I'm reloading my secondary, I can pull out mags and reload. Of course, over here I have that pocket, so it's just like a general purpose or small admin pouch. This plate carrier does have an admin pouch up here. In here I keep a Right in the Rain notepad, a flashlight, and a compass. In the Molly I have stuck some zip ties, a Sharpie, and a pen. I do need to get a Right in the Rain pen for that Right in the Rain notepad. Why would you have a Right in the Rain notepad? Well, if you're needing to take notes and it's pouring rain, of course you don't want your notes to get wet and you still need to take notes. So if you have a Right in the Rain notepad, it can be very useful. Okay, over here on the right, I'll show some of my side wings. Now this is a flashlight pouch from Defense Mechanisms, and these are pouches from Feral Concepts. These are the Wingman Things version 2. I keep a Balefang UV5R in here, along with an AR mag in here. Okay, I have a cheap Amazon PTT over here on the left, some trauma shears stuck on the Molly as well, some cool patches, I have a cattail antenna that runs through here, through the shoulder pad, and out through the back right here. These are Feral Concepts shoulder pads. These are great. I do recommend them if you're running real plates. Oh, speaking of which, I am running, I won't take them out. I have level 3 special threat ceramic Hesco plates, and I weighed this. It's about 25 total pounds, so plenty of weight for airsoft. Okay, in the back I have a knockoff of a Feral Concepts Roll 1, which if you're not familiar with that, that is a IFAK pretty much for like other people. Of course, you'd have your personal one on your belt, and then this one for whatever. I just put this in the back. Okay, let's talk about my dangler. This is a Krydex dangler from Amazon. It is a knockoff of the Spirit of Systems Mark III sack. In here I keep candy in the front pouch, and in the main pouch I keep face coverings, a balaclava, some sunglasses, and some eye pro. In the back panel, I don't keep anything in there. You know, some guys would carry maybe candy, you know, batteries, just necessities. So when I do get more mags for my airsoft rifle, I'd probably put more mags in here. You know, socks, field strip MRE, maybe some smokes, like smoke grenades, not actual smokes. Maybe some flashbangs, you know, stuff like that. And just store some stuff in there and all that. Okay, we'll talk about the cummerbund because some people are interested. I do recommend these. These are awesome. But if you're planning on putting stuff on them, they're not that awesome. This is the Defense Mechanisms hybrid cummerbund. Now, hybrid meaning it's got, these are also quick release, by the way, amazing upgrade. So hybrid, you see this is laser cut canvas, but you can see it's stretchy a little bit. Well, there's actually a little bit of elastic back here. Now, because I'm a small guy, it doesn't stick out, but there is a bit of elastic, and when you go to put it on, it stretches over and keeps it nice and tight to your body, and that is awesome. Okay, I'll put everything on and show you what it looks like.